Good morning, children. Today we are going to start our continuation of resources. Resources we have studied. Today we are going to continue our topics: renewable resource, non-renewable resource, ubiquitous resource, and localized resource. What are they? First, on the basis of their renewability, we have divided it into two: renewable and non-renewable resources. Renewable is also known as renewable means we can renew it, and non-renewable we cannot renew it. Renewable resources such as wind, water, sunlight, like this, they are renewable resources. We can use it again and again for a very longer period. But here, non-renewable resources, we cannot reuse it, such as coal, petroleum, and others such as wood also. We can use this for limited period. So, here you have to learn what are the differences between renewable and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources, it means we can use it again and again. Non-renewable, we cannot use it again and again. Renewable resources are natural resources free of cost, such as air, water, sunlight, and for these we have to pay money, such as buying petrol, buying coal. Non-renewable resources are polluting the environment, such as you are using petrol in your bike, car. They are exhausting various types of gases, poisonous gases. But solar energy, wind energy, hydro power, these are not giving any type of pollution. That's why we should prefer the renewable resources for our future use. As you know that this petroleum, coal, it will last only for few years. According to the study, the petrol will last only for 42 to 43 years in the whole world. After that, we have to find another fuel. Coal, what we have reserved in our country, coal will last for nearly 125 years. But after 125 years, we have to think for other. But sun, wind, water, these will be continue till our life or further. So, we should try to use renewable resources. Second topic is ubiquitous. As you know that we are living in Jharkhand, and Jharkhand is rich in minerals. But in Bihar, no minerals are found or very less minerals are found. In Jharkhand, we are having coal, manganese, mica, iron ore, uranium, but in Bihar, we are only having mica. Mica, you know that it is used for making insulators. Insulators you have seen on the poles of electric with tying the wires. This is a non-conductor. And today, many countries have their alternate, it means man-made material they are using. Coal, you know the uses of coal, petroleum, manganese. To making steel, we are in need of coal, manganese, iron ore, like this, and these all are available in our Jharkhand. That's why we have many steel plants nearby. A place in Germany known as Ruhr, where in the radius of 200 kilometers, many steel plants are there and many other factories are there. On the same pattern, in our Jharkhand, we have various types of minerals for the industries, water resource we have. That's why sometimes it is regarded as Ruhr of India. What you have studied, that why Ahmedabad is known as Manchester of India, as that Ahmedabad has developed the cotton mills on the pattern of Manchester in England. That pattern we are calling our Jharkhand the Ruhr of India. Here you will find that near the radius of 200 kilometer, many steel plants are there. First is Durgapur, Burnpur, Bokaro, Jamshedpur, here Visakhapatnam, Bhilai, many steel plants and many other plants are in this area. That's why this is known as this area, Central Plateau area or Chota Nagpur area, it is known as Ruhr of India. Ubiquitous, it means in special parts, means these type of minerals are found everywhere. It means such in Jharkhand, this is found in everywhere, means most of the places, and localized means in certain pockets they are finding the mineral resources. Air is ubiquitous, water is ubiquitous, sunlight is ubiquitous because it is evenly spread, but minerals are known as localized. Here, what are the one topic you will study that why many plants here means factories has opened in Jharkhand. Let us take the example of Jamshedpur. Why Jamshedpur was chosen by Jamshedpur? Earlier it was a place Sakchi, in the first steel plant of India started by Jamshedji Tata. That's why this town has got the name Jamshedpur. The question is why Jamshedji has selected Sakchi for his steel plant. For manufacturing steel, many things are required, such as first minerals, and minerals are available in these areas. Water. Jamshedpur is situated on Sonrekha and Kharkai river, from where they are getting the water for the plant. Third, Jamshedpur is situated in Howrah-Kolkata rail route, so transportation for this is available. Seaport. Kolkata port is nearly 300 kilometers away from Jamshedpur. It is for export to other countries. Here power is available. Power means electricity, and a skillful and non-skilled person are also laborers are also available in this area at low cost. That's why Jamshedji had started his steel plant in 1907 in Jamshedpur, but production was started in the year of 1912. Now, what are the uses of resources? We will study. Next, we will continue this, and next day we will finish our lesson. Here I am going to give you some questions, assignment you have to do in your fair copy.
सर